going on, guys? Let's discuss the topic of today's video. I am running out of things to make videos about, but I have a fairly large arsenal that I don't have videos on everything yet, like this M9A4, which is arguably my favorite handgun ever. And I did keyword research and it gets a lot of searches a month. So we're doing a video on that today. We're out here in my new truck. It's not new, it was broken. I got the engine rebuilt, but I finally have a truck. So we have a lot more videos coming your way. Super stoked about that. But let's get into this. Why do I choose an M9A4 as my sidearm? Growing up, I loved the M9. A little too young for Die Hard and all that, but I guess I just love the open barrel design. Actually, my first handgun was an M9. That was taken away from me in Mexico. Now I'm not allowed back there. But now that I am an adult with adult money, arguably, I went ahead and purchased the M9A4 as for my sidearm when I got into the industry and started doing content. Why? Just because you don't see it anywhere. Everybody has a Glock or SIG or whatever, and no one was regularly shooting an M9A4. So I chose that because it is one of my favorite sidearms. The peanut butter brown is beautiful, and I just wanted something to grab some attention on screen. So that is why I went with this. We have a PMM comp, which is extremely helpful. We have an EOTech eFlex that I'm trying out right now. I've also ran a Steiner MPS on this, an RMR. We have a 100 Concepts anti-reflective device on the eFlex. We have a Streamlight TLR1 high lumen. And I'm a huge fan of Streamlight for the price because I refuse to drop $300 on flashlights until I pay off my mortgage. So as far as the holster goes, I gotta get it in camera. It's gonna look so gay. We have Anchor Point Tactical in the chocolate chip DBDU. There's a lot of letters there, but it's close enough. But that's typically what I'm running around on the range with. So let's get to shooting. I was gonna wait to show you guys this in another video, but it's too sick and I wanna show you right now. So we got the new Law Tactical Eric, a Reap Weaponry's bullpup system. Got the Jello Sauce Noveski collab. There we go. There we go. Check that out. Crazy. Hope my big ass head blocks the sun for you guys, but there we go. We reaped my AR. That's crazy. I have not heard good things about the Eric, but it clearly works. Manual arms is weird, but still AR stuff. I'm getting too deep into this already. I will save this for probably next week. We're gonna do a full review on this, but pretty sick and something to look forward to. What was I reviewing today? I'm filming this before. Oh, the Beretta. Let's do a little mag dump, even though I'm super low on ammo. Also, shout out this Lazarus. I might throw this in the Lazarus video because I haven't edited it yet. Your eye is like right on top of this. My mind went blank. The ejection port. So I don't have eyes on and I felt no gas. That's nuts. That's really crazy. Holy shit. I've never like been that flabbergasted by a flow through until I used one on a bullpup. Dang. All right, anyways, on to the video. Targets today, we have our TQ20 and we have our half size infinity target. Cool thing is this is the half size of a TQ19, which is a law enforcement handgun qualification target. This is exactly half the size of a USPSA style target. So I'll be shooting from about 10 yards away. So this will simulate these targets at about 20. And then I also have steel at about 40 yards out. So also, I promise I'm not shooting any saguaros. I am aiming directly away from them on purpose because that's illegal. Actually, let's run a bill drill. I have my timer for once, so let's use it. are about 10 yards away. So this is gonna be a build drill at about 20. This will simulate. .413 at 20 yards is not bad, or 10, but you get it. I mean, this whole thing's the size of an A zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect, and then the other two. Let's do 2 to the chest, 1 to the head on the TQ20 on the left. Really bad. There we go. Oh, too fat. Oh my God. Quick draw, what is that, 30? No. 20 yards. There we go. Let's dive into it. It is fairly heavy. Obviously we'll go to the scale at home and weigh it, but it's a all metal gun. Plus I have a metal comp on it, pretty hefty flashlight and a red dot. So obviously it's pretty heavy, can't draw it super fast, but on the flip side, the weight absorbs all the recoil. With this comp, it is extremely flat shooting, which is why I kind of refuse to get rid of it. I might replace it at some point just for content purposes, but this will never leave my vault. I'm never selling this. And if I do, I am really broke and the loan sharks are after me. Here's our PMM comp. It's been used and abused, and running this with flat shooting competition ammo like Jello shots or whatever else is on the market now, it's literal recoil delete. Sometimes it does have trouble racking the slide. What I do like out of the box is that it comes with a threaded barrel, so you can throw a PMM comp, or you can throw a suppressor on it. I've shot this suppressed a bunch. Another pro of it being all metal is that it is very durable. Where's this aimed? That way? Of course I threw it like right into the mud. God damn it. Anyways, like I've done that a handful of times. I've had zero issue using it. Actually, shoot it. You see there's mud all caked on this thing. Honestly, I shouldn't have thrown it because I know the E-Flex isn't extremely durable, but I'll throw some other clips of me tossing it, and this thing functions fine. Yeah, absolutely nothing. Red dot compatibility, you do have to buy a different plate for each red dot, which is like 60 bucks. And some of them you can only get for Beretta because E-Flex has like a delta point, something that you can't get different plates for. But I have a different RMR plate for this. I have a different acro plate for this, which I think was the same plate for an MPS. But obviously you have that issue with a lot of different handguns nowadays, as universal optic mounts are just kind of a new thing. I know you can get this cut by Langdon Tactical. I need to do that. I need to get a trigger job. The trigger, pretty light. And then obviously you have two-stage. Two-stage is really long and heavy. That's why I don't like to keep it cocked. But it does come with a decocker. There is no safety. It automatically flips back up. So you can shoot two-stage, which is safe enough. And then single stage. And it is a pretty light single stage trigger, and I don't know how Langdon Tactical can make it any lighter, but somehow they can, because I've shot one and they're extremely nice, and I need to send this guy in. As far as holsters go, it is pretty hard to get holsters made for this. I have a custom one from Anchor Point Tactical. It will work with the Blackhawk Omnivore because it attaches to the light. I'm actually a big fan of that holster as well. As far as I know right now, Safariland does not make any holsters for the M9A4 that will accommodate lights and red dot optics. I think it's an either or not at all. I don't remember, but I even emailed them and they basically said, hey, join our email list and we might come out with it down the road. So not a lot of holster options as far as that goes. Magazines, really nice metal magazines, 18 rounds, factory. Beretta had a black, I think it comes with 3 magazines, but Beretta had a Black Friday sale for these, and it was like 60% off everything on their website or accessories. So I bought like 6 more for like 170 bucks, which was awesome. So if you're looking for more Beretta mags for an M9 or an M9A4, keep an eye out for those Black Friday deals. The only other thing I can think of is, for the record, I don't plan or script these videos out ahead of time. I just kind of come out here by myself and then just talk. That's usually how it goes best. But oh, so it did come with regular height sights. I did get suppressor height sights, but even with these fat red dot mounts, you can see, you still can't even see, like, so you kind of have to superimpose it with your vision, which works, kind of, not really. You get close enough, but I think if you get the Langdon optic cut, or I don't know if it'll bring the dot low enough that you can use your iron sights. I'm gonna forget my magazine over there before it gets dark. Did I throw this too? But anyways, final thoughts. I absolutely love this thing. It's an absolute tank. It's a very accurate shooter. It is heavy, obviously, but like I said, it's a tank. I can throw this 20 yards and it's gonna function fine. I clearly do not I clean it here and there, not that often. There's dirt and debris and everything and nooks and crannies and grease and whatnot on here, but functions absolutely fine. I absolutely love it. Oh, one more thing to add. On the TLR 1 on this, I do have an emissary development or emissary concepts light switch, because about at the normal level where my thumb sits, I would have to take my thumb off and come way down here to toggle the switch. But with this, it rises it right where my thumb rests, so I can just, with a tiny movement, I can activate it, which is super nice and is the perfect height for this gun. So I highly recommend getting one. I'm pretty sure they're very inexpensive. But anyways, I highly recommend this gun. If you have not ever owned an M9 or an M9A4, I think it's an absolute necessity to anybody's gun collection. It's a great suppressor host, comes threaded out of the box. It's optic ready, but you have to buy the mount for the optic. This thing's absolutely great. The only thing that would make it better is a Langdon Tactical trigger job and a red dot cut. But anyways, it's starting to get dark, it's cold, and I'm getting sick because of SHOT Show. And my word of advice is not really advice, but I wish we would all just collectively stop going to SHOT Show, because all they want to do is take our money and raise their prices, because it's necessary to go. And I don't want to get on my high horse and go off on a rant right now. So I'm going to leave it at that, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Oh yeah, don't forget, you can get the best targets in the world at infinitytargets.com. We also have paper targets too now, and steel. So anything you need for the range, stands, clamps, paint, steel, self-healing, paper, that's it. And tannerite. All my shameless plugs just came into my head at the very last second here, but obviously you need one of these guys. You can go to thestickshop.co. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube, but I haven't gotten flagged yet, so we'll figure that out. But I don't know what the MSRP on these is right now. I want to say I got this for like $1,200, which means I can probably get it to you guys for like $11. So don't quote me on that, because I haven't looked at the price yet. Fucking inflation. But we're in Trump's America now, baby, so see what prices go.